Hello, welcome to Peace Love Houseplants. My name is Heather. We're doing some chopping, we're doing some propping, we're potting up, we're doing updates, all kinds of stuff. Stick around or not and miss out. First of all, thanks for sticking around. Secondly, the table is full of stuff that I need to do. So I have chosen to do right now with you guys. And I have been looking forward to this for a while, but also putting it off. I'm sure you can understand. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is a little bit of chop chop, and we're going to propagate a couple of plants. This is my Mandula pothos. We're going to start with her. Really beautiful. She's really growing, but I've never chopped her before. So we're going to do it right now. If you've never propagated a plant, you just want to look for the nodes. I'll see if I can put some footage up here. You just want to chop in between the nodes. You want to make sure that you have a growth point and a node where the root's going to grow. And it's pretty straightforward from there. We're going to start right here. I could do, I'm going to do a kind of a two-leafer there. I'm actually just going to cut a few pieces off and let her, give her a little haircut. And it'll be fun to grow these out because I've never grown out propagations. I believe she has a second strand over here. No, that is my Pearls and Jade Pothos, who is next. Actually, maybe she, oh, she does. While we're at it, we'll just give this end a little chop as well. So what have you guys been up to lately? Do you have any new plants you're excited about? Any exciting news in your life? Anything fun going on? It has been warmer here in Reno. We've had some really warm days, and which is nice. It's been fun to get to go out and experience all of the events and festivals and things going on in Reno in the spring and summertime, because it gets really cold here in the winter. And so a lot of like outdoor social events are super limited, obviously. So here we go. We've got, get a propagation bin. So here's our Mandula pothos. The next one I'm going to chop is my Pearls and Jade pothos. I actually have some propagations of this one, but it's time for more. And it's time for her to get, I have to figure this out. She has to come off of this pole. Obviously, it was just kind of a support, and now it's just trash. So she's got to come off there. And then I have to figure out what the plan is, because I would love to grow her big. At least, you know, she doesn't have to be huge, but I would love to see these leaves with this beautiful variegation big. So Pearls and Jade pothos. From what I understand, the difference between a Pearls and Jade pothos and a Enjoy pothos is really the speckling that you get on the Pearls and Jade versus the Enjoy. But there's a little, I think there's another variation in the coloring, slight variation as well to tell them apart, but it's not always easy for me. I'm going to stop right there. But what I'm thinking is let's see what happens when take her off of this. Because I do think that she's growing into this a little bit, but I did put this on super early and also did not maintain it. So yeah, she's kind of in there at the bottom, but that's it. So I'm thinking, should I just cut the whole thing? Should I? I have another big, I mean, this is just like, I think a offset or a propagation from my my mother plant that I have in the living room. So maybe I will just cut her right here. Okay, I did it. She's so pretty. And she's going to make a bunch of babies. And then I'm going to keep some of this together and just like pot it up. So, or maybe repot it up all together in here and make her full. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but that's done. Right? It's done is done. So I'll set this aside until I figure out what I'm going to do with it, I think. Actually, just right now, I'm going to do this because I'm annoyed by that. Okay. All right. In the meantime, let me give this some thought. That can just so I'll put my little propagations in there. And then this is a philodendron silver stripe right here. It was all long and silly. And it's time to just give it a few chops. I've also never propagated this plant. So, but I also had it like in a dark lighting situation and it grew super slowly. But now that it's happier, it's growing quick. And I just want to make, if anything, I'd like to make like a full pot of it, even if I don't, end up giving these away. But there's that. I'm just going to go in between. Just going to go leaf by leaf. Well, it's got this funky, this has a growth point. We'll just cut that one too. It doesn't have a leaf, but it has a growth point. Maybe I can just do a few more. Why not? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, look at that leaf. Maybe I'll grow that one out for me. This one doesn't have a stripe at all. But then look at that. They're really pretty. I really just want to like chop it. Maybe I'll like repot it and tuck it so that it roots into the pot. And I don't have to really chop it, but it can grow like a fuller looking plant. I think I'm going to do that. So this is a bipedifolium golden violin that I bought and I thought I really liked it. And then I decided that I didn't. And now I want to chop it up and grow out the pieces because I just am not enjoying the plant. It's cool. It's just not doing it for me. And it's been through it. I think this one had some spider mites. I had some spider mites like not too long, well, months ago now, but the damage is done. Once you have them, the damage is, you can't, the leaf isn't going to repair. So you just have an ugly plant for a while, or you can cut those leaves off. Like you can cut this one off right here. Actually, let's cut that one off too because they're ugly. And I'm over it. And then I'll just grow that back out. And then this sucker, I am just going to cut up. Yuck. and someone else can enjoy it, someone who will actually enjoy it. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get rid of plants that just aren't doing it for you anymore. Like, I know it's fun to have like the numbers or whatever, but I have found now that the number of plants I have is just ridiculous, like a couple hundred. Keeping plants that I don't really enjoy anymore, not doing it. I'm not doing it. Plus, I can make room for things that I really do enjoy. So it'll be fun to send these off to new homes, to people who will actually enjoy the plant. Get rid of that. All right, into the bin. So next is this ridiculous guy. This is a philodendron fuzzy petiole that is just like, I don't know what its problem is. I got it off of the discount bin at the Lowe's, and it's just ridiculous. So it looks ridiculous. Every time I look at it, it stresses me out. So we're just gonna chop that right off. And then this, I mean, the leaves are all tangled up. Like, this plant has actually been in more of like a quarantine situation, but it's not sick. It doesn't have any, there's no evidence of pest damage or anything. It's just grows dumb. It's just growing dumb, and I don't want to look at it anymore. So we're going to chop it up. There's a nice growth point right there, right there. This one right there. And it's going to take that leaf off. And that's it. That's it for you, Buster. We made some short work of those plants, right? Now we get to pot up all the water propagations that I've had going forever. And it is just time to get them into pots. And then as I pot them up, I will show you what they are and what I know about them. And then we'll just see how all of this goes. I do have some just cups. I'm actually going to put these in. I already have poked holes in. These are like the cups I have right now. They're a little big, but they're going to work. First plant we have in the water is a neon pothos cutting with some banging roots, and we're going to get her cupped up, potted up right now. I have this. I'm really working to get organized here and make this easy for all of us. So plant, pot. I just have some soil mixed up. Just gonna put her in here. And that is her. I'll pot it up. Now we just have to do that a whole bunch of times. And then this is just a plain old green pothos, which I think I'm going to set aside, and we'll pot up more of them if I have them all together. But I've got these little propagations. Guys, don't fight. So this is from my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. Can you see this? Rhaphidophora tetrasperma that really got beat up when I moved and lost all of its leaves. So I just decided to chop it up, and now it gets to live on. Although the main plant is still alive, it's just not really, hasn't really done a whole lot yet, but we'll see. Yeah, look at those roots. That's cool. It's a happy plant. There we go. Next, this is a little philodendron Brazil cutting. Actually, it has a label on it. It's amazing. I never do that. The little cutting growing, and the roots are popping. So we're going to pop this up. Philodendron Brazil. So now the test is to see if these water propagations can survive in soil. They're surviving hydroponically, and now you're going to go changing it up, changing the substrate, and sometimes the plant does not like that. Next we have, what are you? All right, next we have a big leaf propagation of a Philodendron domesticum variegata that does not have any variegata anymore. I just can't seem to let these plants die. I just have to let them grow. And so I have 1,000 of them. Look at you. You got roots for days. Huh. I need to go over here. I really do need more space on this table, apparently. What are you? This is we got over here. This is, oh, this is some, what are you? I think this is an Amedrium Spiderman. So I'm going to set this here and let it harden back off again before I put it back in the water. And then this is a Panatum, Epiprendum Panatum albo. It's not very albo, but it hasn't grown another leaf. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and stick that one back in the water for now and see what happens. You guys, the roots grew through the stick. I'm going to put this in something else because those glasses are way too tight for it, but I'm not going to pop this one up until it grows some more leaves. So you can go right back there. Actually, let me move this whole situation out of our way. Out of our way. Okay. This I'm actually going to let keep growing as well. This is actually a cutting from my Marble Queen Pothos, or maybe my Marble Queen Pothos. It just grew out like a totally green shoot. So I chopped it, but it's cool because the leaves are firm. They're hardy. So I'm just gonna set this one aside and let those roots mature a bit and have a drink of water. And then here we have some more propagations. So I think this is just a mix of a bunch of stuff. So yeah, this looks like we've got some, let's clean these up a little bit. So the water is brown, but that is the liquid dirt. And these are a little bit, I don't know how long they've been in there, honestly, but it happens. But we're cleaning them up right now. So I'm actually gonna like take these aside and wash them. But that is some of my pearls and jade. This is some Marble Queen pothos right here. Really pretty. One of my favorites. These roots look pretty good. I'm still gonna wash them off. Just because that one was a little bit moldy. Oh, this is so cute. This is another little Brazil. Look at its cute little root. And then let's just get these out. Wow. So we obviously have a dead leaf. Let's get rid of that. I do just like toss things, but I always clean up afterwards. So this is just some little golden pothos that's not really golden anymore, I would say. Or some Marble Queen that's not very marbly anymore. We're just going to put it in like the little mix bag. This is this is a Monstera siltepecana, a couple of cuttings. Actually, once I saw it in the camera, no, this is actually a Monstera siltepecana and a Cebu blue. Hanging out together. You can actually see this one's a little more minty. Siltepecana's little, you can see the veins more prominently. Cebu blue does have like a silvery blue sheen. So yeah, those are totally separate, but I want to hold off because I think I might have more cuttings that I can pair up with these ones. Let's take another look. Let's take a look in here. This is just nuts. This is like a Tradescantia. These are just propagations I've been like ignoring. So there's that thing. And cute. We've got some little peperomia cupid variegated propagations in here. And wow, actually this one was almost dry. Let's put it back in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. This is ridiculous. So, oh, this guy, he doesn't really have a whole lot of roots yet. Him right there. And those roots were just kind of, they rotten or they just sat here. Put you back in there. And then here's some more pearls and jade. So we can put these in together. Then I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. Should I just cut it up again? I'm going to cut it up again. Looks good. Here. Let's just start over. Poor thing. And then look how it's growing these like tiny little leaves down there that were in the water. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't even know what to do with it. I think we're going to keep these pieces and we'll let the rest go. Yeah. Then we have this, which is basically a whole plant. I really should get it out of there, right? How cute it is. Just a golden pothos living its best life. All right, let's just pot it up. I'm going to go grab a bigger pot. We're going to need a bigger pot. This plant does not want to come out of here. It's actually growing in stratum and it's totally like in in this jar. So we'll figure that out later too. We'll pop this one up and then we're going to be done. So thank you so much for joining me. I had a good time. I hope you did too. I hope you did some plant chores right along with me. If you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up, share them with your friends, subscribe to the channel so that you can come back next time and let's grow together. And we're done. I'm definitely done.